Hey guys, Little Big Podcast here, and we're analyzing the brand new PlayStation Move trailer for LittleBigPlanet 2, so here we go. We found some pretty interesting stuff in this one.
Alright, so this was just released not that long ago, and we're going to take you through this trailer pretty much scene by scene and show you some things that you may not know yet about the Move kit, so let's get started. New PlayStation bumpers. Looks nice. So one thing that Dana wanted to point out right here at the beginning was this very interesting piece of kit. I missed it. That's embarrassing.
Back it up.
I promise we won't be doing this a lot. Right here, 3D glasses. Now it could be just just something random that they threw in there, just as kind of a neat set piece.
Right, but it is interesting that they do have a paintbrush, a PlayStation Move, and then just 3D glasses in there.
So we could be overanalyzing this, but at the same time,
we could be underanalyzing it if we didn't point it out. So we did point it out.
All right, so next up, you see in this scene some interesting, looks like basically the use of the mover. And what you're seeing here is a cursor for the PlayStation Move controller. That hand right there is a custom sticker cursor.
Right, and then also outlines for where you need to put it.
So that's all on the sticker panel material. So you're able to put that out in front, pretty much like the holograph material that you know now, only
but
a
much
lot
higher
better.
quality.
Right.
Yeah.
So obviously able to move, and then these weird pistons here appear to hold whatever you put into position. So that's nice. And then we see our lovely friend from Media Molecule here, Michelle. She hopped on our 95th episode big birthday celebration thing, so that was kind of cool to see her in the trailer. And actually this entire trailer was done in-house by Media Molecule, so they taped it and filmed it all themselves.
Yeah, mega props to Martin, who edited and pieced it all together.
Right, so we have this piece right here, which looks like a labyrinth-style game. And obviously you see it tilting and moving through there, which is a bit weird because, you can't move everything like that. So it could be some kind of a camera trick with the actual motion of the pinball in place with the camera trick.
Right, but that's a really cool idea because you can use the PlayStation Move to kind of tilt everything in 3D space, which is, sort of tilt it in 3D space.
Right.
Give the illusion of it, at least.
So there's a cool labyrinth-style game. Then here we have some more like Minesweeper type stuff. Looks like some move cursors, and then all these points actually for some reason can be attracted down over here, which is kind of neat. I don't know if that's cool. Anything special, but
and also it has the crosshairs, which I'm sure you can notice as like.
Then we have another target game here. Move games. So here we have our rotation sensor, and you see that flinging catapult here into this castle, or at least one tower.
And then that's the joystick rotator, but you can rig that up to the PlayStation Move.
That's right. Okay, so we knocked over a tower. Then you have kind of like a RPG type style game, RTS. Then we have this cool. I missed it again. Looks like a darts game. So that's kind of a cool like party game where people don't necessarily have to be really great at LittleBigPlanet to be able to play, and that's funny. Look,
he's throwing the hammer down.
Yeah, so anyway, you're throwing the hammer down here, and this is actually a creation that was made during the Move community jam, and actually a lot of these levels were. But basically this one, you wind up a crank really fast, and then depending on how good you did it, then it'll smack the hammer down and send your Sackboy flying all the way up, and it'll tell you its different strength level. So that's very cool. We have this other strange game here where you take the Move controllers, as you were seeing there, and you manipulate them to a point, you kind of move them around, and then you try to collect these little red triangles.
Would it be fitting to say this is a quad stick shooter? Because there's twin stick shooters, and this is more of like quad, so that's pretty cool.
Very cool. And then we have this, which was actually done by, and I'm gonna get the creators' names wrong again.
So we're not even gonna point it out.
I know it was Rafi, and I can't remember the other guy who worked on it. But anyway, this was also during the Move Create Jam, and what you're seeing here is an original story character made up out of the sticker panel material, which is animatable. So you're able to make pretty much a game here of a brand new character.
Everything.
So pretty
yeah,
sweet.
When you play it in full speed, it just looks natural.
Right,
so
I'll back it up and play it in full speed then. So as you'll see, it looks great, and you could totally make games out of this. Here you're seeing another sticker panel race type game with stick figures. Looks great. Then right here we see some new objects here, and there's a pine cone way up here, which looks pretty legit, as legit as a pine cone can look. Then some new like wood looking material, pretty realistic, different leaves and stuff. And then we have this water material, which I'm not a great creator. I'm not into the create mode as much, but to me this looks like a new animated material. So that's pretty nice.
Yeah, very nice looking animated material.
Some cool little mushroom objects and stuff. And then we have the new paint tool, which is incredible. You use your PlayStation Move controller to paint stuff on this material.
Alright, now I am a Photoshop person, so I am nerding out over this. As you can see, it's almost like, if you do Photoshop at all, you'll notice this is a transparency layer. And it's almost like you're creating your own PNG images for the game, which you've never been able to do before.
So as you see here, we're making a flower. And then you can, add different things, add different layers to it underneath of each other, and then you have your own custom sticker. So that's a very, very awesome feature. Then we have this Move Recorder, where you're able to wave your controller and pretty much animate the motion for your own little...
Right, and it's a very natural motion. You can't really program them to look that good, so that's just a very natural looking motion.
And then we have some new costumes, and I'll let these guys run across real quick. But we have this, which almost looks like a Minecraft creeper costume. And then we have this other costume, which is pretty generic looking, but obviously a story character. Then we have this really, really, really cool costume that you can see right here, and it's Sackboy, and this is a front view of it, and you can put a painting on the front of it. So it just looks like a normal painting, but then, obviously here they have a little
red-eyed cat
picture here. So you can pretty much put, a picture up in front of it. Same idea as the box costumes.
Wonder whose cat that is.
I don't know. We'll have to ask. So we have another story character here running across with the flower hat. Another one, and this really cool shaded Sackboy with the pixelated kind of different shading aspect with sun
really
shades.
Cool
so
looking.
Very cool costumes that are included with the Move Kit. Then the long-awaited Brain Crane. So this is pretty awesome. It looks like you're able to just pretty much seamlessly grab onto the grabbable objects and just throw down these pillars that you need to get past. So looks pretty awesome. Obviously very awesome with the Move stuff, and it looks like it'll work great.
And then moving on, finally, much, much more.
So you see a lot of stuff here. We have 4 new interactive music tracks, 18 new materials, 6 new costumes. We have the Slice and Dice tool, which actually lets you, slice through materials, obviously. And 66 new stickers, 32 new sounds, 17 sequencer instruments, a new background, new sensors, 8 new sequencer tracks, motion recorder, 41 new decorations, paint tool, 13 new meshes, and all sorts of crazy stuff. So be on the lookout for this Move Kit to hit pretty soon, September 14th to be exact.
And then finally, one little thing that nobody probably knows. Right here, you have the little Move controllers flying around in 3D space. And you might think, wow, that looks really natural. Well, that's because it is. A lot of you noticed that picture that was on Media Molecule blog of people in black suits holding PlayStation Move controllers in front of a black screen. And this is what they were doing. They each had 2 controllers, and they just kind of waved them around like they were floating in 3D space. So, it looks pretty legit and very natural at the same time. So I guess that's just about it for this trailer.
That it is. So make sure you go pick up your Little Big Planet 2 Move Pack, which will be coming out September 14th. It'll cost a little bit of money, but not too much, so no worries on that. So that's pretty much the Little Big Planet 2 Move Pack trailer. And if you want to find out more about the Move Pack, go to blog.us.playstation.com. We'll put a link down in the description of this really awesome blog post where Kengo from Media Molecule actually takes you through in a 9-minute video of some of the cool things in the create mode for Move controllers.
Alright, so we have weekly episodes every week, every Friday at LittleBigPodcast.com. If you like this, then you'll probably like some of that stuff, so head on over to LittleBigPodcast.com.
Thanks for joining us for this trailer analysis, and we will see you guys later. Goodbye.
Bye.